What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, it's your boy Darth Vader here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just messing around. Have yourselves a great day. What's good, everybody? It's good day, good morning. I don't really know what to refer to it as, but ladies and gentlemen, we are back up today with a brand new video, guys. So yeah, we got some new stuff to talk about. There's a rumor that I think is worthwhile going through. We've got two rumors, and we also have a little piece of information from the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime. We've got a new image from it that doesn't really show much new in terms of actual new shit, but might give you a little bit of an insight of what the art style is going to be like. So yeah, I guess that's all we can say, and let's get right into the information, shall we, ladies and gentlemen, starting off with this right here. So this is the rumor. This is sent to me by Sheely, so thank again to Sheely. I may actually be live later tonight. If you guys, are interested in that, I may be live later tonight for a dank little video for y'all. So be ready for that. Either way, let's get into it. So, plus info Sword and Shield. Gigantamax forms for Vespiquen, Machamp, Hippowdon, Snorlax, among others, will be, apparently included in these games. As well as Galar forms for Lotad Lion, which becomes Grass Fairy, which sounds pretty reasonable, to be honest. And adds a new feminine evolution called Laturine, okay. So that would be strange, right? I don't know if that would be realistic, but I don't know. How realistic does that sound, actually, now that I think about it? I don't know how realistic it really is. But hey, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. What's the likeliness of Lotad actually getting a evolutionary line and a feminine, split evolution, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure how likely that is. And also with the Gigantamax forms, Vespiquen and Machamp make a lot of sense. Hippowdon, fair enough. Snorlax, I can see that as well. So, really reasonable Pokemon. Next thing, Eevee this time receives one evolution, a flying type called GALAR, which is a reasonable name, but again, the whole thing with evolutions is there is a chance we might get one, considering we've had the whole the trademark right here, which you guys have probably already seen, and I've talked about this. We already had the trademark for Eevee, because on August 27th, Nintendo re-registered the brand Eevee in Japan. Video game categories, downloadable video games, mobile software, music files, mobile cases, and magnets. Which is interesting, right, that they re-trademarked it right now. They didn't re-trademark it last year when they, released Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, which to me makes more sense. But then again, there's probably other precedent, there's another precedent, what's the word? There's already an existing probably situation where this kind of happened before, so I can't really it really uses as a basis of any sort of proof, but who knows? It's enough to just kind of use as a potential thing. So who knows? But yeah, let's continue through the rest of this thing though. So a new Pokemon caught my attention. It is a kind of dragon, not very large, but reminds me of a kind of Noko. Now I'm not sure what Noko is. I'm gonna search that up and see exactly what that is, so that I don't mess this up. Because usually these guys will include weird names. So Noko is apparently a looks like a snake. I think it's a yokai. So here's what Noko is. It's a yokai, which is from Yokai Watch. So I'm not sure if, I guess this is what he's referring to, which I can see what he means, but it's more like a serpent more than like a dragon. Next thing, the Pokédex is made up of 590 Pokemon, with 93 native of Galar and 15 regional forms, not counting evolutions. So that would be, 93 Galarian Pokemon would be interesting. And regional evolutions being 15 seems pretty reasonable. Not counting evolutions would be great, actually. That would be great. So I don't know. I don't know. Now, about history, I only know these few details. In the ruins to the east of the region, we can find an old destroyed city under the ground, where we find Oleana looking for something next to some miners. In the area, Pokemon in that area, the Pokemon like Larvesta, Baltoy, and Darumaka abound, and a new Pokemon based in a kind of little monster made out of sand ground type called Morphus. His ability allows him to change to different forms depending on the attacks he makes. Sounds like Morpheus, doesn't it? That's what it feels like it's trying to say or trying to hint at, but I don't know. It could be anything, so what can I really say? Now, when we leave the ruins, you can return to that big city in the center of the map. We can see a short scene where the sky darkens, showing red thunder falling over the entire region. At that moment, Hop arrives to ask you to accompany him to a kind of tower / sanctuary where his brother is located in the same city. I don't know when a trailer will come out or anything like that, but I can tell you that before the end of this month, a great secret has to be announced that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company are keeping a lot. So that seems reasonable, though this isn't offering too much extra information. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an interesting rumor, to be honest. It's an interesting one. It seems to have a lot of intriguing aspects to it, but is it real? Is it fake? I don't really know that just yet. It's kind of hard to tell, so keep that in mind. I don't really know. Like, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. But I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on that one, guys. So let's go to the next rumor here, which is a Sword and Shield anime rumor, which I think is worthwhile going through. So, Anime Ash gets replaced by Movie 20 Ash in the TV show. Now, this makes no sense to me. Like, why would they do this? Why this seems very unrealistic, right? Because the Movie 20 Ash is the one that, like, you know, the one that restarted his journey, right? But Movie 20 Ash gets replaced by TV Ash in the movies. That seems so stupid to do. The Gen 8 movies are a trilogy about TV Ash traveling the world to compete in Champions League and becoming a Pokemon Master. Now, that seems more realistic, right? Because if we take the Ash from the movie, the Pokemon movie 20, M20 Pokemon, if we look at the 20th movie, right? Something interesting has to be said about that movie. That is that Ash is basically like restarted his journey. It's like a brand new Ash, right? There he is. Oh my god, can we get a better picture? No, this one's a little bit better. Alright, so we have this like restarted Ash with two different characters like alongside him, and the whole Marshadow thing, etc, etc, etc. We had this whole thing restarting his journey, so we have this version of Ash, right, this version, and if this version of Ash was to take over and be the new Ash that goes through all the regions, all the way till the Champions League in Galar, that actually would be pretty reasonable, whereas if the Alola Ash was to show up in movies, that could be a very nice switch. Like, that actually, I think, like, I don't think it's real, but I think it's an interesting, like, idea. You know what I mean? And he did say Y/N here, so I'm not sure if maybe it was just a question, you know, like a theory that somebody put together, that Shaylee, like, shared with me here. You know, it sounds like fanfic. Yeah, it sure does. And that's why I guess the YN is down there, because it's a yes/no question, right? So I don't know, man. It's a strange one, I will say. It's a strange little situation in it, fam. It's a strange little situation. But yeah, so that is it for the rumors for this video. Now let's go over to something else here real quick, guys. We have actually got some Pokemon Go stuff. So Pokemon Go has officially revealed that they're going to be releasing Generation 5. So Gen 5 is going to be showing up. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's not this one. It's this one right here, ladies and gentlemen. So it's been officially revealed now. Pokemon originally discovered in the Unova region are coming to Pokemon Go. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Snivy, of course. You know, Servine, Superior. You got them boys coming in. You got Tepig, of course, looking fresh AF. Pignite, of course, looking fresh AF. And Emboar looking hella lit. And then, of course, the Pokemon I hate the most, Oshawott, or second most. Dewott and Samurott. Like, Samurott is cool, though, I gotta say. And, of course, we got Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, etc. Zebstrike, Blitzel, and all the Gen 5 Pokemon are here, ladies and gentlemen. I do like this trailer. It looks really, really cool. And, of course, this will probably be one of the biggest generations to release because that's, like, I think the most amount of Pokemon, you know, new Pokemon introduced in it. So it's going to be really loaded. But there is a few things that you need to be kind of kept in mind about, like, Unova in particular, now when it's releasing. And that's that there's going to be, like, you know, Pokemon will be kind of split off. So, following some of the travel and meticulous research, Blanchy reports that there are some Pokemon that only seem to appear in the wild in certain parts of the world. Join us in welcoming them. So Asian Pacific is Pansage, the grass monkey. Europe and the Middle East, Africa, and India are Pansear, the high temp monkey. The Americas and Greenland, Panpour, the spray monkey. And Western Hemisphere is Heatmore, and Eastern Hemisphere is Durant. Which makes no sense, because these two Pokemon, Heatmore and Durant, this is one of the stupidest things they can freaking do. I think this is the dumbest thing they've done. Right? Like, Heatmore and Durant are meant to be close to each other because they're meant to be like rivals, right? Heatmore's meant to be like, you know, an anteater essentially, right? And Durant's meant to be an ant, right? And they're supposed to fight against each other, you know, like, because, you know, one of them's iron, the other one's like, you know, got a little bit of that, you know, fire going on, you know what I mean? So they're meant to be rivals. Having them on the separate parts of the world, that's literally the dumbest thing you can do in terms of logic, right? That's like out of any logical bounds. That makes no sense. It's just stupid. Like, genuinely just stupid. Now, beyond that, though, I mean, hey, Gen 5 is here, lads, which means that next year you should expect to see Generation 6. Probably around this time next year, you should expect to see Generation 6 release, which means we're getting closer in Pokemon Go, closer to, like, you know, the current generation of games, which I do wonder what's going to happen when Pokemon Go actually catches up, which I think sooner or later will happen. You know, sooner or later they will catch up to the mainline, you know, generations, which I wonder what at that point is going to be actually going on. Like, what will they do? What's the plan after that point? But yeah, who knows? So ladies and gentlemen, next thing. So here's the next thing, guys. New anime artwork for the Galar starter. So here is the actual art style that's going to be used for the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime. You can see right here what it looks like. You can see Grookey on the side here. You can see Scorbunny. You can see Sobble. Sobble looks very nice, but it's looking, you know, to the other side. The only two, like, looking, you know, like, Grookey's looking up in like, that way. Then Scorbunny's looking right towards you. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know, man, but I'm feeling like Scorbunny is going to be Ash's main Pokemon. I have a feeling it's going to be Ash's main Pokemon. Even in this old artwork we already saw, in this artwork, Scorbunny's like right there, like in, you know, front center. Because I think, like, man, I think Scorbunny's going to be Ash's main. I got a feeling that's what's going to happen. So I don't know what you guys think. Like, I mean, I personally think that's going to be the case. And this artwork looks interesting. It was kind of similar to the Generation 7 art style, like the Alola art style. Very similar to that. So I'm not sure what I feel about that, though, ladies and gentlemen. But let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts and opinions are about that. And I might be live streaming later tonight. If you guys want to see a live stream, let me know. I might schedule one just to discuss all the stuff that's popped up, like Generation 5, you know, Pokemon Go, the anime stuff, etc, etc, etc. And also, there is a high chance tomorrow we might get ourselves another trailer. Nothing's guaranteed. No, sorry, tomorrow, not tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, on the 18th, on Wednesday, right? Wednesday, we might expect ourselves another trailer. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.